Welcome into your 15-minute weather. I am meteorologist John Ziegler. Hopefully you're enjoying your day so far. It's cold outside, but it's going to get a whole lot colder. I'm going to be bundled up tomorrow morning. Now, temperatures out here have been cold enough to where we've had some icy roads. Now, last night, I typically on this that would show you, how much snow we picked up, snow totals and stuff like that. We picked up half an inch. I heard some places saying, we got about 3/4 of an inch, up to an inch. Someone in northwest Wisconsin said, we got 1.5 inches. Okay, maximum inch and a half. Most of us, half an inch. Why do I care about this timing of it? Half an inch at the wrong time causes problems. Now, roads have been improving this morning, but if you got up early, the roads were bad. You probably have to go out there and shovel it off, broom, whatever, brush it down. Now, you're seeing most of the roads here from Twin Cities through Alexandria are good. You see that in the green. Still reporting some of these farm roads with the strong winds, still going to be a little icy. So you're going to see this here, and we'll take you around some of these roads. It's still icy. Now, I will tell you this morning, when I got up, all of Wisconsin was bad. So you can see right now, most of the area is pretty good. For whatever reason, Hastings to Ellsworth is reporting some icy or completely covered roads, so watch out for that. And you can see some of these roads, mainly the farm roads. Once you get out into the rural communities, that's where we're starting to get a little icy. In the city, outside of a couple roads, I think they're saying Highway 100 or 35W is icy. Looks like most of the roads are pretty good in the metro. But like I said, it's the windy farm roads because half an inch is just blowing everywhere. So that's why you get down here towards LeSueur, Waterville, over towards Gaylord. They're all the roads in the rural communities. And this is even saying 169 is going to be icy. And that makes sense because we have strong winds this throughout the day, really. And we had that half inch of light, airy snow. So if you are traveling out there today in rural communities, please give yourself a little extra time. All right, so what we're going to talk about here today, we're going to talk about the snow chances. We'll take a look at the temperature dive tomorrow morning. And as you guys all know, if you want to follow me for more updates, it's Facebook. It's what I use, Old Man Facebook, meteorologist John Ziegler. Go ahead and follow me there. Let's talk about what's going on. Well, temperatures are going to plummet today. It looks more like January out there as we looked at downtown Minneapolis. Still dealing with partly cloudy skies. The sun should start to break out here as we head into the afternoon. So we're going sub-zero to start off Thursday. Okay, so Thursday, sub-zero. And I don't know if I have that graphic in here. Well, I'll show that graphic next. But we're seeing the wind chills 15 below to 25 below. Now, this is the thing that everybody's talking about. What about snow? Well, every day or two, we're going to see these little clippers coming through. And we'll talk a lot about that. Do I see anything that warrants impact alert for snow long range? No, I do not. Saturday could sneak up on us. Maybe Saturday we get 1 to 2. It's too far out. We got to get through the Clipper Friday. That's too far out. 4 days for snow is like an eternity. Okay, calling out for rain, it's easy. Nobody cares, right? If I tell you it's going to, think about this for a second. Sorry, a little psychological here. If I tell you in 4 days we're going to get rain on Saturday, all you heard is rain on Saturday. You don't care about the amount. If I say half an inch of rain Saturday, but then it only rains 1/10 of an inch, do you care? No. I've never heard one person care. I'm sure there's somebody out there, but you get what I'm saying. Now, if I say Saturday it's going to snow 10 inches, and then it only snows 1, but it still snowed, do you care? Everybody cares. Everybody hates the meteorologist. You see what I'm saying? So forecasting rain or storms 4 to 7 days out, easy, because you don't have to nail it. It's all psychological. People just need to think you're right? It's all psychological. You're never going to actually be right. It's not possible. I got too many people out there. But just understanding the psychological nature of it, that's why we want to not forecast until we have the specifics, which is typically 3 days out. Now, of course, I break the rules on this, and we'll talk a lot about whatever I'm seeing, I'll let you know. But just trying to understand the psychological aspect of the weather that a lot of folks don't really realize. It's mainly psychological, not actually being accurate itself. Because I've been accurate, literally straight up, right on the money, and everyone's like, you were wrong. I'm like, huh? So it's doesn't even matter. Okay, off the rant, 9 below zero is possible tomorrow morning, okay? This is the earliest sub-zero morning since 2014, so we're going back 11 years. The record low for this day is -15. That record low, is it in jeopardy? 5% chance. So yeah, I think it's in jeopardy. There's a chance we get down there because these temperatures in the morning are so susceptible to, it's very difficult to predict a morning low when you're this cold. Because a lot of times, if you get the perfect scenario, tonight is possible. If you get the call, you get fresh snowpack. We just got that last night. Check. You get calm winds. Check. Calmer winds. Check. And you get clear skies. Check. If you can check all three of those boxes, you got a chance. That fresh snowpack could help us get lower than 9. We'll see. If there's literally a lick of cloud cover out there, literally one cloud, that we're going to be at like 3 below 0. It's not going to go to 9 below if we have any cloud cover. It's got to be dead clear tomorrow night or tonight. All right, here's the wind. 10 to 15 miles per hour. This is an issue because we started off with the road conditions. They will stay icy. You're going to blow a bunch of snow over the roads, and then we're going to drop temperatures 40 degrees. Yeah, that's going to keep conditions pretty icy out there. Now, this might be surprising, but temperatures, because we're in the upper teens right now in the Twin Cities, it's actually warmer right now than yesterday. Isn't that weird? That's because whenever you have a cold front coming through, you always warm up ahead of the cold front. It's a very interesting phenomenon. It's because of the south wind ahead of a cold front. The winds are shifting and will drop the temperatures. But that's where we're seeing the temperatures absolutely bomb out. That's International Falls. That's Thief River Falls. And temperatures, -1 to 18 degrees. We will be falling, though, throughout the day. And you can look at this. Now, I want to explain how Arctic air and cold air advection work. Do you know what cold air advection is? Okay, let's look at this. So, if I have a wind direction, so this is called cold air advection. I used to do this in college, so I'm sure you're like, yay, let's learn. No, it's important because I'm going to put a wind direction. Let's say we have a southwest wind. Let's say we have a west wind, and then we're going to say we have a northwest wind. So this is depending on the wind direction, okay? Now, we know we have this wind direction here, okay? But let's say in a scenario we had this southwest wind. Okay, what do you do when you're a meteorologist, and how do I forecast? So I take our 18-degree temperature, and then I go down the wind direction, and I find Laverne at 16. Is that cold air advection? Technically, yes. Is it significant cold air advection? No. What would happen in a day like that if we had a southwest wind with the temperatures like this? We'd probably see a pretty average day. Temperatures would warm consistently in Laverne to consistently in the Twin Cities. We'd all warm together. It'd be about the same. If it was west, we would slowly drop. This is called minor cold air advection. You go from 18 to 5 in Ortonville. What is this one? We go from 18 to -1. That's extreme cold air advection, right? Now, in this case, if you had an east wind, you'd be called warm air advection. Why do I care about that? Well, the wind direction is everything because when you look at Canada, we take our winds from different spots all the time. This time, straight up from the Arctic, coming on in. This is called step-down cold air advection. Step down. It's reinforcing cold air all the way back to the source of the cold. So to me, that's what you need to have an absolutely Arctic morning. Now, if we had more of a westerly flow, we were taking Calgary's weather or Winston Lake, that'd be different. Weather is not that complex. It is complex. You got to think outside the box. If you're an inside the box thinker, you'll never understand weather. But an inside the box thinker thinks they know weather. You see what I'm saying? An inside the box thinker thinks they know weather, but they don't. An outside the box thinker admits they don't understand weather. See the difference? So that's why I try to be an outside. I respect the weather. I respect it and understand that I don't have to know everything. And once you can let go, then you're an outside the boxer. So, and when I'm thinking outside the box, I try to sometimes think about it in a way that I can understand it the best. And that is just looking at the source of your wind direction, pulling it in. That's how I teach like 5-year-old kids this stuff. I'm like, how do we predict the weather, right? It's not just a flip a coin. It's not magic. You go look at your wind direction, and then you go see what the weather is that day where the winds are coming from next, right? That's how you predict weather. It's all a transport of winds. All right, I hope that's cool. I hope we get some more outside the box thinkers. Let go. Let go. That's my theory in life. Just let go of everything. You don't need to know everything. So it's funny, I became way smarter not knowing everything. And when I used to think I knew everything, I was an idiot. So again, here's the 2 o'clock this afternoon. So what is going to happen? Yeah, temperature's going to fall. Now, it's not going to be a rapid fall because you heard me talk about the stair-stepping. Right, a stair-stepping temperature means it's gradual. Now, how do you get to jump off the cliff? Woo! Nosedive cold front. You got to have a low pressure center, a nasty storm coming in from Colorado. Well, we don't have that, so this is just going to be gradual. So every hour or two, you're going to be like, hey, it's colder. And then let's go to this evening. Now we go to 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, minus, minus, minus. Here we go to the morning, -5 to -10. Yeah, temperatures are cold. Models differ a lot because that morning temperature is touchy. If I look at the models, see, this is where a good example. You can't just take model averages for tomorrow morning. I think that's a bad idea because I have a model that says 0. One of my favorite models says 0. Could that be right? Sure. But because of the checklist that I told you, the fresh snowpack, clear skies, and lighter winds, I'm going to go way lower. I think 10 below is pretty much the forecast, maybe 15 below. I'm calling for 15 below out here in St. Cloud, Wilmer area. You know, maybe I'll be wrong, but that's what I think. I got my checklist, and it's all being checked off. Here's what stair-stepping looks like. We'll go this way. So stair-stepping is like this. You just kind of, we just kind of walk down it a little bit every couple of hours. Now, there literally are like yodelay, 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 hee-hoo, ones where you just, that's not this type of front. So we'll just gradually get there. Today's forecast, 18 and 4, and also the yodelay, yodelay, that's the mountain climber game on Price is Right, to make sure to clear that up. No inside jokes. All right, so 18 today. Don't be fooled by the high temperature. There is no high temperature today. Thursday, the afternoon, 14. Notice Rochester's 12. Why would that be? How is Rochester colder than International Falls? How does that happen? Source of the Arctic high. Around the Arctic high is a southwest wind. So it's always like that. So southwest wind grabs some of that warmer air and throws it above the Arctic high. And that's how you can get warmer at International Falls and Thief River Falls. Okay, we had some flurries here this morning, but I do want to look at what's going on big picture here and look at the actual Arctic high itself. So I love looking at the Arctic high. It's a beautiful thing. What do you see? It's the only spot without cloud cover. December, we're in the cloudiest time of the year. November, December are like a tie. So how do you get clear skies? Cool it down. Drop those temperatures, right? And that's what's going on here. Here's the Arctic high as we look at it. I better get to the graphics here so we can talk about it. All right, here's tonight. You get the idea. Yeah, 32 below in Alexandria. Bundle up tomorrow. I think we talked enough about it. Let's talk about snow chances. Sorry, I burned it on nerding out. So Friday morning, we got a clipper that's going to trail the Arctic high. Now notice there's this tail. Now, if I want good snow, I want to be near the low itself. So where's the snow going to be on Thursday night into Friday morning? Most of the snow will be North Shore. I bet you the Arrowhead picks up a few inches of snow. We'll probably see a dusting on Friday. That's the tail or the cold front. That's what we saw last night. Don't get me wrong. The tail or the cold front snow still causes half an inch. But to me, you want to be on the north side of a low to talk about accumulating snow. So this low is going to come in here, and we're going to watch that low dip down into the southwest part of the state. Now, you can see the accumulation. Best chance for this is still southwest. I'm not sure, so I don't trust any of this garbage on how far there's no way to know. So right now it says, oh yeah, it's going to be a cutoff in Brainerd. We don't know that. This thing could be real tight to the low if it's stronger. If the low itself strengthens, it tightens the band. If it weakens, it actually makes the band gradual. So we don't know that. Okay, but what we know is there's a better chance for accumulating snow in southwest Minnesota. And we know the Twin Cities got a chance for 1 to 3 inches Saturday. Not out of the question. I don't have plans. Well, I have kids, so I always have plans. If I was 25-year-old Johnny, no kids, I would go skiing Saturday night and just put the goggles on and just enjoy some of that powder. And then I didn't move the low, but there's another one coming in here Monday night. I should have moved the low. Understanding these are small precip chances. Now, the one Monday and Tuesday, this might be a better chance. It's a warmer. It starts to warm up here quite a bit towards Tuesday, Wednesday. We might actually, I'm not going to say we're going to see rain, but you see the idea here. These chances over the weekend, they're pretty low right now. But the one last night was low. So just understand that these chances for snow right now, I would say, are less than an inch at this moment. If it gets ramped up, we'll let you know tomorrow. But I would say the 2 cold days, circle them. Bitter cold days, Thursday, Sunday. Next week, I'm not going to call for 30, but there's a chance for 30 on Tuesday and Wednesday if things work out. Might thaw it out a little. Actually feel pretty nice. Technically still below average. But long range, I see a little bit of a couple of warmer days, maybe in the middle of the month, but then another shot of Arctic air into Christmas week. So overall, it should be a cold month. Enjoy the week and be safe out there.